Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel, Public Relations 101, and in today's video, we're going to discuss how to become a star senior account manager. If you're a senior account manager and you've made it to this role, understand, this is a stepping stone. This is a transition point. This is really an audition for being a director. At this point in time, you're not thinking as an account manager. As a senior account manager, you're thinking like a director. The first tip that I'm going to give you in becoming a star senior account manager, not being a good senior account manager, being a star senior account manager, is to think of yourself as working not for your firm, but with your firm. You should have your firm's best interest, including their reputation, including their quality, in mind every single time. The second tip that I'm going to give you is think of yourself as a leader. At this point in time, you should be devoting yourself to at least an hour or two of leadership development every single week. Leadership development can come in many different ways. You could join a club such as Toastmasters International, or you could read a little bit more. Something else that I like to do is I love the show Apprentice. It's an old show, it's about 10 years old. However, that show is one of the most fascinating mini crash MBAs that you can ever do. It's a great way to build your leadership skill set. Number 3, at this point in time, as a senior account manager, you should be consulting your clients on larger strategy, on their corporate reputation in bigger ways. You could be giving them smaller advice, tactical advice and operational advice, but by this point in time, you should set your sights on the bigger picture. You should be telling them, or you should be innovating ways in which they can really up their level of communications in ways that they did not think possible. This is a great moment to give them advice that will allow them to scale their operations, scale their communications game up a notch. The next tip that I'm going to give you is to divide your time. Divide your time amongst your team, amongst your clients, and amongst the senior management of which you're a part, because at this point in time, your eyes should be set on the next level of progression in your career. The 5th tip that I'm going to give you is to think of yourself as a law enforcer. There is no off hour. Your contributions to the team should be, at this point, vital to operational success. You should be setting an example for your team members. You should be putting in more hard work, not less hard work than ever before, and the quality of your output and the quality of your consultation, the quality of your client relations and media relations game should be a benchmark for the rest of the team. The 6th tip is quality check. You're an account manager. It is still your vital responsibility to check the quality of everything, because that quality reflects directly on your skill set. The 7th tip to becoming a star senior account manager is to think of yourself as the president of your country. Think of you as having run an election. You promised development, or bigger or better development than the predecessor team, because improvement only goes in one way, forward. So if you're a senior account manager, you've assumed office on the promise that you're going to help development of your team, of your clients, and of your firm. And this you should deliver. And 8th and the final tip that I'm going to give you to becoming a star senior account manager is to raise a successor. Look, it's part of your team as a senior team member to coach and to mentor juniors. Always think of their development, because it's only on a strong foundation that you leave beneath you that you'll be able to climb ahead and forward and upward. So to summarize, here are the tips and tricks that you can use to becoming a star senior account manager. Think of yourself as working with the team, not for the team. Leadership development. Focus on your leadership development. Concern yourself not only with the operational and tactical, but also with the strategic growth in terms of communications for your clients. Divide your time amongst your offices, your team, and your clients. Be present, try to be omnipresent everywhere, and be a critical member of every team that you're a part of. Enforce the law. There is no off hour. Quality check. Quality checking is super important. Quality check everything. Think of yourself as the president. It is your job to take your country, to take your team, to take your clients to the next level of success beyond what was delivered in the past. Raise a successor. Coach juniors, mentor juniors, build a strong foundation. Thank you for watching. Folks, I post new content regularly, so please remember to subscribe and like my channel if you want to put a PR spin on your future in the communications game.